When I came home, I just felt like a lot of my family, they said that they couldn't really put their finger on it, but they felt like I had grown up a little or something. When I was in Africa, they've got this concept that I really kind of I took in, and I really internalized it, and it's called Ubuntu. And essentially what it translates to is I am because you are, and it means that we're all interconnected, and that in some way or shape, like we touch one another's lives, and we take those people with us.
There's just more to everything. When you have a global perspective, you're just kind of like, you're not thinking about your own little bubble. You have just like a greater appreciation or just criticism or whatever of everything around you.
Didn't really think I would be the kind of person that could do that. It really showed me how different people do things in the world, and gave me like a first-hand, like immersive experience of like, you're not in America anymore.
Everything I say to students about this is great, this will change your life, I really mean, because that's what it did for me.
So it was my experience doing medicine in third world countries that actually motivated me to intern at the World Health Organization, to be exposed to that different aspect of health policy.
I was just able to kind of really get to know these children, and a lot of psychological theory behind what they were going through and what I was trying to help with. Their form of study is more research and like self-paced, artistic freedom, and at first it was a little intimidating, but after I got into it, I was really discovering a lot more about myself.
So I found that after my experiences in Geneva, Switzerland, after studying abroad, I fundamentally altered my course of education so that instead of just pursuing strictly medicine, I would pursue my education at the intersection of medicine and public health policy.
So I just partnered with a local conservation league and worked on their research project concerning reforestation. So I was looking at the growth of these two different species and their success depending on the environment. And so that just was like, okay, I am a student and I am just doing this for a grade, but I'm contributing to the greater.
Sure, you're thinking a little about what's going to happen in the future, but I always found that being in the moment, being in the present while abroad was probably the most important thing I could do to fully get the most out of it.
On my resume, I get to say in a couple of spots Salamanca, Spain, for the location of where I studied and where I worked. And just having that international experience on paper really makes, I think it makes me stand out.
The person I am today is as a result of all of these experiences that have come into my life. So no matter how small or short the contact you've had with a person, it's significant. And I always have to remember that. And when you come back, you realize how big the world is, and you just want it to keep going and go other places, and it really just changes everything about your whole personality, and I just would encourage everybody to go.